Okay, so you want to do a deep dive on acoustic music.
Yeah, always been fascinated by it.
Me too. Like you already know the basics,
Yeah,
right?
hey.
But today, we're going even deeper.
Awesome. Love to learn some new stuff.
Absolutely. We're going to unpack this podcast episode called The Timeless Allure of Acoustic Music. Should be pretty interesting, right?
Definitely. The timeless allure. What is it about acoustic music?
Exactly. That's what we're going to figure out.
You know, what always gets me is how it can be so simple,
Yeah.
but then, bam, it just hits you right in the feels.
So true. It's like raw, pure emotion.
Right. It's that direct connection between musician and their instrument. No electronics, just pure sound.
It's honest. Like no studio tricks, just the music itself.
Exactly.
Think about it. Acoustic guitar, piano, that soulful violin, or even just like drums.
Yeah. The primal energy of drums.
This raw energy. But here's the thing.
What's that?
This whole no amplification thing, it's kind of recent, historically speaking.
Oh, for sure. I mean, before we had electricity, all music was acoustic, right?
Makes you think, huh?
It's like the foundation of music, across cultures going way back.
It's true. Like ancient flutes, tribal drums, it was all acoustic.
Yeah. Even like medieval lute players.
It really puts things in perspective. Our source actually specifically talked about how folk music, like in Europe and North America, has really preserved this whole acoustic heritage.
Oh, absolutely. You think about those American folk legends, Woody Guthrie, Pete Seeger.
Yeah, those guys.
Their acoustic guitars and their lyrics, man, they gave a voice to everyday people, inspired change.
They were storytellers for sure.
Chroniclers of their time. And they did it all with just an acoustic guitar in their voice.
Powerful stuff, huh?
Really is.
And speaking of simple setups, making some seriously complex music.
You're thinking classical music.
Bingo.
Oh, man. Bach, Mozart. They created these incredible masterpieces using only acoustic instruments. It's mind-blowing.
The sheer scale of the sound, like a full orchestra. It's incredible.
It is. And have you ever, really listened to how the different parts of an orchestra work together? The strings, the woodwinds, the brass. It's amazing.
Chills, right.
Gives me chills every time.
But then things really changed in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
You know, like acoustic music had this huge revival.
It became a movement. More than just music.
Totally. What do you think drove that shift?
The times, for sure. It was a time of huge social and political change.
So true.
Think about Bob Dylan, Joan Baez. They used their music to protest the war, fight for civil rights.
Challenging norms, making people think.
Yeah. And their acoustic guitars became symbols of authenticity, of rebellion.
It was about more than just the music, right?
Absolutely.
We also had amazing singer-songwriters during that era.
Oh, yeah. Like Joni Mitchell, James Taylor.
They were all about personal storytelling, connecting with listeners emotionally. Do you have any favorites from that period?
So many. But Blowin' in the Wind by Dylan, that one always gets me. And Diamonds in Rust by Baez, haunting. And of course, Both Sides Now by Mitchell. Pure poetry.
All amazing choices.
Yeah.
And then MTV Unplugged comes along in the 90s.
Whoa, yeah. Exposed a whole new generation to the power of acoustic music.
For sure. Like stripped-down performances, raw emotion.
Remember Nirvana's Unplugged set?
How could I forget?
Changed how people saw them, showed their depth.
I think a lot of artists wanted to do Unplugged, right? Like strip their music down, connect with the audience differently.
It proved that acoustic music could cross genres, appeal to anyone.
It was legendary. So after all this, like, what makes acoustic music so captivating?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Why does it connect with us so deeply?
I think it's the authenticity, the emotional depth.
It's real, you know?
It is. Acoustic music focuses on the lyrics, the story. You feel the artist's vulnerability. It's raw.
And that connection gets even stronger when you see it live, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Like an intimate venue, no amplified sound.
You feel the energy in the room. Everyone's experiencing the music together. It's special.
It's a shared experience.
Exactly.
And acoustic music hasn't disappeared, you know? It's still evolving.
Oh, for sure. Think about Ed Sheeran.
Love him.
He uses acoustic guitar as the bass for so many of his songs. It's intimate. It's authentic.
And it works.
It does. Proves you don't need a ton of effects to make a hit.
Sometimes all you need is a good melody and lyrics that speak to people.
Exactly.
And I've been noticing more and more artists blending genres with acoustic music, like folk with indie pop, even electronic music.
Yeah, there's a lot of experimentation happening. Keeps things fresh.
And we can't forget the sustainability aspect, right?
Oh, right. A lot of modern acoustic artists are really eco-conscious.
Yeah.
using sustainable instruments, promoting environmentally friendly tours.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's organic music connected to the earth.
There's a beautiful connection there.
It's really impressive how acoustic music has changed and adapted, but stayed true to its roots,
It really shows how powerful it is.
and how it connects with us on a human level.
So, as you keep listening to acoustic music,
Yeah.
think about how understanding its history changes your experience.
Like, what details do you notice now?
How does it make you feel?
That's what this whole deep dive was about, right?
Exactly.
Hopefully you've got a new appreciation for this amazing genre, because there's so much to discover in the world of acoustic music.
There really is so much depth.
And that's the beauty of it, right? There's always something new to find.
Always.